Hello everyone, welcome back to pYanodon's Season 3. I forgot what we were playing for a minute. In our last episode, we got a lot of the way towards having circuits done, but we're not quite there. We're picking up pretty much right where we left off. I've kind of messed with the moon drops a bit here. I'm going to go ahead and copy this setup. And we're going to... Oop, I didn't copy it fully. Copy this. I'm gonna plop that down there for a minute. We're gonna deconstruct it, and then we're gonna go move this down towards our circuit build. Unfortunately, I do need that water. Do I? Do I need seaweed up here? I have no need for seaweed to be up there. I'm just gonna leave that the way it is. Because I need seaweed for the pyscience 1, and we'll probably put it closer to where it's needed when we do that. So for now, I actually don't need anything there. There's one more pipe right there. All right, off we go. And we've got lots of moon drops. You depress Q twice while dragging a tape and then delete the tape and draw another one. How did I manage to do that on accident? That sounds really specific, and I feel like when it crashed on me, I don't feel like I did something that complicated, but maybe I did. I don't know. All right, here we go. Moondrop build. I'm gonna just put it way down here, get it out of the way. And then... Yeah, this is so annoying. It doesn't put the modules in the buildings. Come on. Come on, dudes. Build this one. Or not. Construction bots have a mind of their own. Really? Why is no one building this? You guys are the worst. Did we build it finally? There we go. Jeez. Only took forever. All right, so that's all done, and then we get seeds going. Whoa, I did not mean to put them all in one. Why don't I actually put them all in the output of this, and that will distribute them nicely. And then we just need water from somewhere. This is the water line. And that should get us lots and lots of moon drops. Of course, it's perfectly coinciding with creosote here. So we'll use that. Yeah, the problem with that, Alor, is then you also have to give yourself modular armor, which feels a little cheaty, and I don't want to start with modular armor stuff. You know what I mean? I really miss nanobots. I like how nanobots works, because it's enough of an annoyance because you have to refill your nanobots regularly. They're pretty slow and clunky to build. Like what I just built would have taken a lot longer with like the level 1 of nanobots. But I digress. What I really wish is that we just actually had construction bots, but those are, for those wondering, those are a ways away. Construction robots are in Pi 1 science, but look at what you need for them. The gearboxes are not cheap or easy to make. Intermetallics are pretty dang far away. And then the fish oil means you need to start up your whole fish industry. Although I think the gearboxes need fish oil too, and batteries. I think batteries were the last thing we made on that list last time. But they're a long ways away. Yeah, Rygard, I was actually talking to Code Green about that. He's planning on updating blueprint shotgun. I'm excited to try it. The thing I am curious about, does it put modules in? Like if you have a module request, you know, I don't actually know how to, you know what I mean though. When there's like a ghost module there that a bot would place, does blueprint shotgun work for that? Okay, the seeds are backing up. Yeah, I might need to turn that off for a moment, collect enough moondrops to put in all these, and then we'll be good to go. Or maybe we just collect a stack of moondrops. Maybe that works. All right, where are we at with circuits? This will be our methane production. We need to bring the carbon dioxide down here, I guess. So let's do that. We've got that right here. I need more advanced fluid handling pipes. Let's go grab all that. And what do we need? Air core inductors, maybe? Don't need those pipes. We do need these pipes. Inserters, belts, undergrounds. Advanced fluid handling. All right, sweet. Yeah, Alor, I don't know. I mean, I know you can do ghost ammo that way, you know, with construction bots. I've never used blueprint shotgun before. And until it's fixed, I guess we can't, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this run for a minute. I guess I can put these over here to start. But we'll start getting methane soon enough. And then, where are we at right now? We need to get the formaldehyde over there. Or I mean the methane. Let's do that. And then we can hook that up right there. Okay, so formaldehyde's done. That means formica's done. That means printed circuit substrates are done, which means we'll finally be able to craft chip shooter machine. And we've got resistors and capacitors. So copper zinc batteries I think are the last thing I need, and more lead. And why are these not crafting? Oh, because I never brought copper over. Don't know why. There we go. All right. Yeah, back to talking about Satisfactory, because I had one last thought on the map. The person who was being toxic about it and literally saying the game was trash, which I think is a hilariously wrong statement. It's fine if you don't like it, but I mean, calling a game trash that is like one of the game of the year award winner type things is kind of hilarious. Anyway, the handmade map of Satisfactory is something that I really, really like, and it makes it feel so much better to play. I don't think Satisfactory would be that fun if it was like, oh yeah, we place Mercer spheres in these procedurally generated areas that are like harder to find, or it's like, you know, you like sort of handcraft a cave, but then the caves are placed in a procedurally generated way. Basically what Starfield did. It just isn't fun. And that's part of GregTech New Horizons is interesting because like it's not a handcrafted map, and that is kind of hard, but like there are so many biomes, you know, and it is much more about like finding the ores. But I do find the map mostly boring in Greg Tech New Horizons, which is not true in Satisfactory. So that is one really big awesome thing about Satisfactory that I don't think can be understated, is the custom map is really good. All right, so we need saline water, copper, zinc, and cellulose, and the cellulose is wood and water. What am I doing here? I forgot to filter ash for the millionth time on a boiler output. How many times will I do this? At least once more, Miss Swan. At least once more. Goodness. All right. How have I already burned through 1,000 coke too? Did you see that? We had a full stack of ash in here. I also need to get rid of this ash. Please enjoy cellulose spoilage. No, I don't think I will. No. Here, you do that. And then you do this. And that should be acceptable. Okay, so anyway, what am I doing? That just got rid of that ash. Where's the zinc? Oh, I don't have it. Right. The zinc is this. Let me go grab some more lead, too. Yep, cellulose does indeed spoil. I think, what was it, 5 minutes? 10 minutes. Yep. We have to manage. It shouldn't be too hard to manage in this particular case. We just won't produce it unless it's needed. You know, that sort of situation. Now, what is going on here? Why have we stopped? Why is acetylene stopped? What did I do wrong? Lime has stopped. Why is lime stopped? Oh, I like... What on earth? What is happening here? I don't know what that was about, but why did the bottom stuff... Oh, the slaked lime is not being disposed of. Oh, and those are wrongly connected. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, slaked lime, I know it feels like a crime, but we're just gonna dump it for now. There will come a time when we care about it. That is not today. Yeah, and in German, that's a far more appropriate and helpful take to as to why you don't maybe like Satisfactory. What I didn't like about Satisfactory at first was how big the buildings were. I learned to appreciate it more the second time I played it, but I still didn't love how big the buildings were. The blueprint designer really helped me enjoy it more, so I didn't have to place every single merger and splitter individually. I think I enjoy, in a grander sense, I enjoy Dyson Sphere programs take a little bit more, where like you pass a belt by a building and you can feed different items into it, whereas like every belt only having one item and not being able to insert or outsert things onto belts, it does feel really like, I don't know. I don't enjoy the feeling of belts that much in Satisfactory. And oh man, building a bus in Satisfactory, oof, that's what I did on my last playthrough, and I would not recommend it. All right, and then we have this belt corrupted with a bunch of coke here. Let's get rid of our inventory full. All right, so that's done. Hopefully that fixes lead smelting for now. Not a fan of building size and Satisfactory, but also currently playing pYanodon's. Yes. Surprisingly, I would say these are still smaller relatively. In terms of like how long it takes you to walk past a building in Pi, I think it's still far less than some of the Satisfactory buildings. All right, so copper zinc batteries, we need the cellulose. That's 2 high pressure furnaces with access to wood and soil extractors that have water. So I'll probably put them down here. And it's a renewable resource that we're spending, so it doesn't feel too bad if some of it spoils. I wonder if I can actually... Let's craft some soil extractors real quick. And then I wonder if they're the same size. I can't remember if they are or not. Looks like they are. Perfect. Alright, so that's there. Boom. Boom. Just deleted the whole pipeline, but that's fine because it's water. But yeah, that bug with advanced fluid handling is very, very destructive. Oh, do I need 2 of these? Hold on, I didn't even calculate. 0.8, 0.4, 0.4. Yep, that is exactly right. Well, that's handy at least. All right, so then we're gonna have the wood belt. We need at most 1.4. We'll have wood come over here. And then these inserters will be wired. He's wearing a wire. And they'll be wired only if let's see. How do we want to do this? Because there's going to be a big lag time here. Copper, what is it? Copper, zinc, water, cellulose. So I could do that maybe right here. And then we won't put zinc there. Yeah, to Ronin, that's kind of how I felt too. The two items on a belt for Satisfactory, and then not being able to easily manipulate what's on a belt. It just makes belts feel very linear in Satisfactory, where it's like you're only ever gonna put one item type on a belt. Sushi belts aren't really possible. The rates are very it's hard to describe because it's like each of the things that I don't like about it individually could be fine, but there's enough of those little complaints where like the sum total of how using belts feels in Satisfactory, it's just not great when you total it all together. And it's not like any one thing is inherently bad, or like if that thing was the only thing wrong with it, it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal, but there's enough of those little things that they all add up, and I'm just like, I don't really love the overall feeling of belts and mergers and splitters in Satisfactory compared to other factory games, that is. All right, so we've got cellulose. It's gonna spoil, so what we want to do is not produce it, aka not insert wood into these unless we need it, right? And then we're gonna have biocrud that's just gonna naturally happen. And then up here we can have the copper zinc batteries, and we'll bring zinc on a belt maybe over here, so it's pretty easy to just do that here maybe. And then the saline water is right here, so we've got some good spaghetti going. See, this is already a scenario where I'm like, ugh, this is so frustrating. I can't do this. If I rotate it, it'll delete, well, 600 saline water is not that big of a deal, but I just don't want to get into the habit of deleting things, so you have to do it like that. Anyway, CUZ and battery. Need that. For now, we just have a chest full of zinc. Speaking of Dyson Sphere program, I need to play it again. Where is my zinc? Oh, it's over here. Uh-oh, we're not getting zinc anymore. Well, that's for an obvious reason. I don't have aromatics. Uh-oh, we only got 40 zinc. Why am I not getting any aromatics? Oh! Did something stupid. I don't know exactly what I did here. I must have deconstructed something. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I need to play Dyson Sphere program again. I haven't played since the new enemies update, and I think people have enjoyed that a lot, it sounds like. So I'm excited to try it. All right, we're getting there. And then these guys come up here. I can't wait for splitters. All right, and then those get fed into there. So then we don't have combinators. I would use a combinator because I kind of want two things to be true. I think I'll just measure the output of the copper zinc batteries, which also need to go pretty far. We'll spaghetti them happily over to here. And then the vacuum tubes can go on that belt as well. I don't know which side the copper zinc batteries are on. We'll have to make sure that is on the inside. Which it is. Well, safest is to just side load right there. Yep. The clickbait. Factorio dev does blank is just a nice easy clickbait that you've got available. So some good quality, definitely good quality clickbait. All right, but at the same time, it's not just clickbait, right? Like there is. Oh, this has fuel value. Oh, that's fun. I can just use cellulose to fuel this. I was just about to connect the wood up there. Is that ever going to be problematic? I don't think so. Because it's not like we need fuel to run the insert or anything. Okay, so we're going to get biocrud as an output sometimes. And then we're going to have CUZ and batteries. Cousin batteries. Yeah, and then we want to run the inserters if see if I run out of zinc or copper, I don't want cellulose to be running, because then I'm just running cellulose for no reason. But I do think what I probably want to do is measure the output as my condition. Now there are ways that I could do some sort of analog version of anding together multiple conditions. I don't think it's quite worth it. I mean, this is just renewable materials we're wasting anyway. It's more just the problem of storing up biocrud. We have less than 50 batteries, we're going. And running the cellulose. And then that goes on a belt to here. And then we're gonna get biocrud off of there. Sometimes. And what does biocrud even stack to? Stacks to 100. And we don't get a way to deal with it for a while. Ooh. Biomass power. You can burn it into hot molten salt. That'll be nice. That actually isn't that far ahead, and we'll have splitters by then. So we can prioritize splitters, or prioritize the biocrud with splitters. Oh, can you just burn biocrud? For some reason that did not even occur to me. Oh yeah, you can just burn it, okay. So that's available. All right, that's pretty slow, isn't it? I don't like that it puts 5 in the fuel slot, because I don't really need 5 in the fuel slot. I mean, I could just use wood instead. Maybe that's not a bad idea. And that way we don't have to worry about more random spoilage and biocrud showing up than is necessary. It's a is it a better or worse fuel though? It's actually better. Cellulose is bad fuel. It uses 7 wood to make 1 cellulose, and that's 14 megajoules worth of wood, down to 5 megajoules worth of cellulose. So cellulose is actually a bad way to do fueling, unless it just kind of doesn't matter. All right, we are very, very close. In fact, are we there? Have I just happened upon being done without really paying attention? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. 1. Yeah, this is it. This is literally it. Once this is... Why is this not running? Did I hook something up wrong? We don't have methane going yet? Why don't we have methane going? I thought we would have had it by now. It's looking very close if we're not there. Yeah, oh, I just forgot to rotate that inserter back. There we go. And then we need to grab all of the moon drops here, fill these up. And then I guess we need to power up the buildings if we're so inclined. And then all of that together is only 0.267, so yeah, that's easy enough. Sweet. And I only need 1.5 running, so 4 is plenty. Sweet. Yes, here we go. All right, why did wood stop? Sap is blocked. Oh. I guess I'm kind of being a dummy. I just want wood to carry on like that. That's how we want it to work. Yeah. The other method is only necessary if it's on both sides of the belt. And the other method only works if you're always able to get rid of the thing that you're taking off the belt. So that was wrong on 2 counts before. But yeah, now we are getting our first printed circuit substrates, and I believe we need 10 of those. And once we have 10 of these, then we can craft ourselves a chip shooter. 20 of these. And then once we have the chip shooter, we will be able to make our first circuits. Yeah, I think you're right. I think something needs ceramic when you craft it. Where is my ceramic? Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt to just put some in the chest. I'm already doing that for a lot of these things. Solder, I need a better source of before I can do that. So I'm not going to do that now. And then I also need to go grab a bunch more lead, which hopefully has been smelting this whole time. And then that should get us... There we go, that should get us a few. How much lead is in one circuit? Not very much. 2.7 lead. 3 zinc, 3 tin. It's kind of almost equal parts tin, lead, and zinc. I mean, it really is crazy how expensive these things are. You know, going back to like what one circuit costs you, look at these totals. 6.5 coke, 9.3 copper, 2.5 iron, 2.7 lead, 3 tin, 3 zinc, 29 wood, 7 limestone, 60 something creosote, 60 something steam, over 15 stone, all for this many circuits. One circuit. It is really ridiculous. It is really ridiculous. All right, I need to go grab more zinc. Now, they get cheaper. And you get better ways to make the things that go into them. So it does get better, but it's very expensive at first. Yeah, the smeltery buildings. Yeah, I wonder if... What's another way I could... I mean, I could restrict the buildings from not running. If... Yeah, maybe we do that. So we do a combination. Because the ingredients won't spoil. So if the buildings aren't running, that's also full spoilage prevention. So why don't we do this? We do a full read, and we only enable if cellulose itself... I missed. That is pluripotent stem cells. Let's just say we only go up to 20 cellulose on the belt in the first place. So then that way we're not even running those more often than they need to be. And they'll only run if they have wood in them, and they'll only have wood in them if we have a lack of copper zinc batteries. So that should help. Those two things together should reduce spoilage by a lot. Is total raw resources per item or recipe? Well, the way I've calculated it here in Helmod, that's per item, because I have 1 as the output. If I were to put per recipe, it would be this many per recipe. In this display, I actually don't know. That's per recipe, because when it says total raw, it says 1 substrate, printed circuit substrate, and we get 3 per 1. So that's for a total recipe. All right, how many do I have now? 13, we're almost there. Sap. Are we at a inserter rate issue? Maybe. I don't think that's true though, if we're looking at 0.1 a second. Yeah, but if we were doing 1 a second, we would need a lot more inserters for that. Actually, that's 1.134 items per second, even at 0.1 circuit boards. So I probably do need 2 inserters there. All right, 16, almost there. Why am I still not seeing more copper zinc batteries? Because we're out of zinc. That's right. I didn't put the zinc in the chest here. Jeez. Even just one of it. Look at how expensive one of these is. You know, like every cellulose is 7 wood, so that's 35 wood, 10 zinc, 10 copper, 250 units of saline water. It's just... Oh, pie. This is our Zen garden of joy. Oh, one more. One more. Come on, baby. There it is. There it is. Oh, yeah. Now, part of me, as a final thing, I might want to move this down here. Just because it feels unnecessary to have it stick out like that. At the same time, it's a bold statement of power, so I'm gonna leave it. Power move. All right, there it is. There it is. Here we go. I guess it needs to be powered, doesn't it? It's happening! Yeah, it just needs capacitors. I need to double check the rates on this. I think we might be okay, but... Woohoo! Yay! 24 hours, yeah, not playing fast on this run. Boom. Where do we want to stop this? Do I want to stop this? Probably not. You need a lot of circuits. Oh, it feels so good. All right, let me get rid of all the random ingredients I picked up. Now let me double check the rates here. Point. Yeah, these are all tiny amounts, so we'll be fine. Oh, it feels so good. Splitters! We can make splitters! We can also make radar. It's the first thing I'm gonna craft. I'm so freaking tired of not having radars. Because we need a lot more than 12 splitters. So a couple radars will help more than a couple splitters. And we'll need to craft probably about 100 splitters, and then we'll spend, I don't know how long it'll take, but we'll spend a good amount of time running around the base, you know, having to figure out where splitters are useful. Because there are a lot of places where we're gonna need them. Is the local radar sound? I don't know. I do remember that being a problem, actually, yes. It's probably worth crafting one to find out, because they do have the same coverage as a radar in terms of, you know, keeping the current area explored. They just don't explore new chunks. And they take way less power, which is not, you know, it's not nothing. The 300 kilowatts adds up. That's half of a fish blade turbine. Seems like it just makes the same noise as a normal radar. To me. So I guess those actually are good to have. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh, circuit boards. Be still, my beating heart. Alright, we'll craft a bunch of splitters. Where do we need splitters? Alright. Here we go. Well, we also need zinc, and lead, and tin. Tin is a bit problematic, because that's all the way over there. Oof. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about where tin is located right now. But yeah, first let's go grab piles of the ingredients. Lead feels easy enough to belt over there. And zinc too. With where zinc is, I think we can belt that over pretty quick. Maybe I should just do that now. 10 on the other hand is, maybe I'll move the 10 belt over. All right, can I fit a belt through here? Technically. Yeah, let's go up here. And this is gonna be 10, half zinc. We're not gonna need more than a half belt of these plates for a bit. So I think that's acceptable. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring 10 over here as well. Cause we've already got this belt, right? And then we can just bring the 10 belt over. And then we can smelt both on site right here. Oh, but you guys wanna see something cool? Do you wanna see something cool? I wanna see something cool. Look at it. Look at it go. All the ash just goes that way and we don't have to think about it. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. Which also means we can just ditch this whole nonsense. And then we can just unload. Like that. And then there we've got zinc. All right, that being the case, what are we doing with the ash exactly? I might need another ash dump on this side of the world, to be honest. Now, we still can't do warehousing, unfortunately. So that's a bit of a bummer. How many is that? That's only 7. I probably need 9 or 10 to guarantee we can get a full belt out. But yeah, we'll do that, and then I will copy this for the 10. This is really inconvenient. I need the plates to go right, the ash to go left, and then the coal also needs to be on the left. So I guess we can do something like this. And then the 10 will come over like that. And then the ash will come over like that. And then the tin or the zinc I don't have the tin come up and then meet with the zinc. And we'll stay kind of where the coast is clear up here. And then there we go. There's tin and zinc. And then we just need to bring 10 up. Let me go grab some more belts. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Are we close to medium pulls? I can't remember. Pi 1 science. Okay. So not, I mean, kind of. That is the next milestone. I would consider. That's not milestones. What's the milestones? I don't know the hotkey. I thought it was Alt-M, but it's not. No milestones. Shift-M. Yeah, intermetallics are after Pi 1. So yeah, I guess Vrauks could be considered a milestone. So Vrauks are kind of the next one. And we'll need titanium and duralumin Plastic's easy. You make it from aromatics. So really, Vrauks are the thing standing between it. We'll look at that in a moment. Let me finish what we're doing. But we'll look at the whole chain together. We're not going to need as many mechanical inserters anymore, which is nice. And then what was I? Oh, just belts. I need a lot of belts. Boom. You've been putting off chromium? Yeah, medium poles are so worth it for me. The moment I unlock them, I will be working on them. All right, yeah, this works. So then we can do that and this, and then we'll just put the tin ore on this belt, and that works a lot better. I like how they're just barely faster than me. Another player speed upgrade or two, and they will no longer be able to catch me. Catch me if you can. All right, so at this point, I think it's pretty easy to just... Well, first of all, we have a splitter, so... just do this. Right there. And then... there we go. Done. Can you turn the player speed boost off? No. I used to get a mod called Run Speed Toggle, but it seems to be glitched right now. Someone updated it for 2.0, but it still crashed my game. I actually really like the Run Speed Toggle mod because it allows you to slow down if you really need to. It just manually sets your speed and overrides the like default player walk speed. So it's actually quite nice. All right, so there's 10. That's good to go. And then that'll go here. Now I just need to belt it properly on the other end. So the zinc comes over. All right, first of all, this is Splitter Town, USA. Oh, it's beautiful. And then zinc goes up and tin just needs to go over to there. Oh shoot, that was wired. Whoa! Wait. So if you have an inserter wired like this, and then you delete the middle one, it keeps it wired? Oh, that's so neat. That's new. So it maintains connected things if they're close enough. Okay, that's really handy. I believe that is a 2.0 feature. All right, zinc there, and then tin is needed. Let's see. Well, it's needed at the solder. That's a little unfortunate because we're bringing it in from this direction. Okay, that works. And then I guess we can just do this. Alright. I think that does it. So now the only thing we need is a bunch of lead. I guess we can automate that. That's not very far. It's just up here. And then I don't have to manually ferry anything. So I think I anticipated needing to ferry more manual things, but this is actually fine. The ash is a bit problematic. But maybe I just bring it over here. Alright. Get rid of stuff. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, there's lead plates. And then this corner. So this is the sort of thing where I need to be better at leaving, like when a build is really big, I need to leave room in the middle of it to get other things through the middle of it. Or I need to just, like, I maybe should have smushed this up next to these to make it more like a square instead of a long rectangle. I mean, I guess I still could. These need coke though, and well, we have splitters now, so I can improve that. Maybe we should improve that. I can improve that whole thing. I do think, despite everything I just said, we can manage to get the lead through. Just barely. I can come down here and then across. And I don't really want to fill up this space. But I think instead, I'm gonna come across here. And we'll skirt around the molybdenum patch. And then we've got lead coming to make solder. Boom. Automated. Circuits. 100% automated. I mean, assuming I don't run out of ore, which I'm going to run out of iron and copper soon. So that's probably next on the list. And stone. Oh, God. New iron patch. New stone patch. New copper patch. Those are all required. The question I need to ask myself, pretty realistically, is can any of them last until Pi 1 science? Because if they can, I can get to electric miners. It's like the first research you can get. You literally only need 50 packs to do it. And we can already afford them, so they don't require any exotic materials. And heck, you can even afford these as well as soon as you get that. So yes, the super force build is nice, by the way. So yeah, like, can I realistically get 50 of these without setting up new patches? Because it would be so nice. I just don't think I'm gonna have enough time. I mean, according to this, I've only got 3 hours left on my iron patch. That's not enough. I'm not gonna be there in 3 hours. Alt Y. Alt Yarm. That's how I have to remember it. Alright, what about the stone? Wait, what? Wait, is that? Hold on. Am I getting two things here? Discharge defense remote? Yeah, we can delete that. I'm not gonna be making any of those anytime soon. Alright, now that I'm making circuits, I don't think my copper's gonna last very long either. So, I might need to replace all three. Handcraft some in a super manual way. Yeah, I mean, I do need to start Vraux soon. Let's keep researching, by the way. We need to keep working on the chain. So, I mean, yeah, we're basically there. So, yeah, before the end of the episode, let's get our pyscience 1 set up here in Helmod. Nope, what am I doing? New production line. Alright. So, it looks so easy. It's just a glassware and some basic substrate. What could you possibly need? Okay, can I complain for a minute? Why does the picture of glassware not have a rubber stopper in the top of it when you need rubber stoppers to make the freaking glassware? It's so dumb. Because it looks like just a piece of glass without any rubber stoppers in the top. So, come on, man. Come on. Anyway. Okay, so... yeah, so the real problem comes from the latex, right? So the latex here... It requires formic acid, which then requires full rendering of Vraux. I believe that's the only way we can do it. So the sodium alginate is just seaweed. Yeah, it's just stone basically, and things that cost water. So that's easy. That's just a fuel. That's just glass. Okay, so we need half of a caged Vraux. Crap, I don't remember which one we actually get. So the Vraux recipe that we actually get is the Flora, Vraux cocoons, and moss. This is how we make the first ones, right? So we need those generic Earth DNA samples, which are biosamples and flower boxes. We need duralumin to make the data array, which is what these are crafted in, and titanium. So duralumin and titanium are gating my progress. And then the biosamples are titanium, lead, glass, and steel, which I have 3 of those. And those are made in a burner. What do we need the incubator for? Oh, the biosample itself is flora plus a container in an incubator. And then we need the biosample. Do those decay? Thank God they don't. Okay, and then a Vraux cocoon. We start by making Vraux, and then we have Vraux, and then we can make cocoons in a reproductive complex, which needs to have 2 Vraux in it. And then we can make all the cocoons we want, and then we can use the cocoons to make more Vraux. And then we can full render them. And a slaughterhouse needs titanium, and okay. So more or less we're there. It's just a lot of faffing about, as one might say. Really, titanium and duralumin are the only things we're missing. Vrauks are too heavy for a rocket. Fatties. Okay, so what was I doing? Back to this. So the Vrauk recipe is this one. And then the cocoon is this one. And then we have Vrauk modules in there. 60 reproductive. Oh, okay. No, 20 reproductive complexes. If we wanted one science per second. Oh my gosh. So ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. Oh, and the flora spoils. I keep forgetting that the flora spoils, so we're gonna have to handle that. But yeah, all of this is very doable. The creamy latex is just limestone and sap. That's super easy. Wow, that's a lot of steam. Like, that's a lot of megajoules worth of steam that we're using as well. But yeah, I mean, this is all it is. Oh, the substrate. I forgot the substrate. You are right that the Pi 1 science pack has the stopper in it, but it just feels weird that, like, glassware, the picture looks like something you would only need glass for. Is why it feels a bit misleading. Oh no, we need more cellulose. All right, fair enough. Let's make this its own block. And then the cellulose, the petri dish, and more moss. It's really not that bad. Agar is kind of annoying because it spoils. And the incubated petri dishes spoil really fast. That is something I've seen people talk about. It decays in 45 seconds, and it's a 20-second recipe, which means it gets created. Basically, it has a decay time of 25 seconds, is the way you should think about it. Because the crafting time is part of the decay time, which is also an interesting buff to, like, faster buildings. Kind of create a version of the item that has a longer decay time, which is kind of cool. Because, like, when it comes out of this building, it's only taking 10 seconds. Now it's going to have 35 seconds left before it decays. But all that being said, like, petri dishes basically need to be direct inserted from, you know, the burner assemblers into the microorganism mines. Otherwise, or sorry, the microorganism mines basically need a direct insert into the substrate makers. Otherwise, like, this is going to decay so fast. So we're going to have to design that in an interesting way. This needs a ton more steam and a ton more seaweed as well. All right. So there you go. That's kind of the rough costs of doing business for Pi Science 1. And I can, if I wanted to, I could manually feed all this if we had Vrauks going. So maybe I can make 50 packs before our patches run out, and then we can make electric miners. I think that's going to be my goal. We're going to rush Vrauks right now. I do need to get a little bit of titanium mining going. Oh, we need concrete for the reproductive complex. Dang, I think you're right. Yeah, so we need to make concrete too. I mean, we already can. We just need gravel and sand and lime. So that's super easy. Let's set that up right now. All we need to do is wherever we have lime, which is right here. All right, this is easy. Come on, give me a real challenge. Alright, so we do that. We need sand and gravel, which means I need 2 jaw crushers. So all we need is this, maybe 2 there. And we put stone in there. Boom. So there's some concrete. If a recipe starts with a spoilable input, it'll still complete. Yes, but it'll complete... Well, it depends. If it's a spoilable output, the output will be spoiled before the craft... Like, it'll come out spoiled. If it's an output that's not spoilable, like, you know, I'm thinking like stack inserters in Space Age, then it will finish properly and normally. What's the ratio here? 10 plus 10 makes 5 concrete, and gravel is slightly less than stone, and sand is slightly less than gravel. So we'll call it 25, maybe 28. Stone makes 5 concrete. So if I need 100 concrete, I need 200 or 300 stone. Okay, let me go get some more stone. Wonder. Sorry, I just read your comment. I think I had it right the first time. It is the crafting time of the thing that makes the spoilable item that you're subtracting, because it comes out partway spoiled. You don't notice on any of the Space Age stuff because the spoil times are fairly long compared to the recipe crafting time, but this is different in Pi. What was I here to grab? Stone. I'm very close. All right, so we'll make some concrete. Do I need concrete for Vrauk paddocks? I didn't look at what they cost. No, we can already make them. And this also is telling me I can already craft microorganism mines. So that's nice. So yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea, but it's the idea we're going with. Which is rush Vrauks plus 50x pi 1. We'll see if we can make it. I mean, yeah, that's all super easy. I guess building up some moss is a good idea. I'm gonna do even more than that. Moss. Oh, water barrels is gonna be a thing. So barrels are gonna be a thing. So let me get barrels going up by my steel, which is over here. I'm just gonna put 100 coke in there. That should last me a while. And then, what do they stack to? Oh, they stack to 50. So that's changed. It used to stack to 10. So I probably only need like a couple 100 barrels. And then, what else? Titanium. 2 fluid mining drills should be enough. And then Duralumin's the only other thing we need, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but we can already make it. It's just, this is titanium, right? Yeah, I had thought we were going to do this patch, but this patch is nice and close to our acetylene, so this is convenient. This is convenient. We'll do our little extendo blueprint here. Actually easier from map view. Managing 2 separate sets of chat while attempting to play Pi. Yeah, it is, it's something. It's something. It's good though. I really enjoy it. You know I I said at the beginning of the series, like, there's a chance we switch to pre-recorded, but the really nice thing about having chat is it does kind of force your brain to refresh from time to time and like come out of a deep thought. Like when I play Pi or just Factorio in general, you know, by myself, I can just get lost in clicking on Helmod, and before I know it, it's like an hour later. And I'm like, wait a second, I didn't really want to spend an hour in Helmod, but here we are. So I do feel like there are some benefits to streaming where like it kind of keeps you moving, which can be nice. I mean, these can go literally anywhere. I need such a small amount of titanium. I might even do what feels like a crime and do this and not actually automate it. Wait, what am I doing? I have tools for this. We have this thing. There we go. Does the smelter need any special resources? Ceramic, which we already talked about and we put in a box. Titanium is the other one, which we're doing right now. So, because this is what we make duralumin with, for those wondering what duralumin is copper and aluminum, and it's not cheap. Like, duralumin is a 6 density plate, right? And plates are already not cheap in this game, at this stage of the game at least. And so, you know, when you have a 6 density plate on top of plates already not being that cheap, it's like these are not easily came by. And yeah, smelters take like 20 megawatts or something ridiculous. So I'm gonna actually make 2 separate chests so that they run a little longer. We'll come back at some point. Or you know what I might do is just make a manual bank here. And then we'll come back with maybe a little bit more coke or something to make those run. Because we're only going to need enough titanium to make the buildings we need. There's no automation of titanium here. I only need 50 packs. You know what I could even do? I don't normally do things like this. I could just type 50 here, and we can actually see the numbers of what I'm going to need to, like, craft it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll actually need 2,500 molten glass, 630 wood. I guess it's hard. I don't know exactly how many buildings I need for stuff, but... Wait, but didn't we need... Oh, it's the biosamples that need titanium, and the biosamples are only needed to make the first few Vrauks, not each Vrauk. So that's not a problem. Basic duralumin is 56 total ore per plate. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, well there's our 100 concrete. So I actually, once I have the titanium, I can craft the reproductive complex. But we need all sorts of things. I mean, we need... Do we need the creature chamber? Why can I not remember? Yeah, the creature chamber is what grows the DNA samples. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and the moss gene samples too, which needs a gene lab. So we need all basically one of all of these, except the biofactory. I don't think we need that yet. We need one of these, one of these, one of these, at least one of those, one of these, one of these, basically one of everything, and one of the data arrays as well. So definitely need a lot of stuff. Where's the smelter? But I will probably be done with this episode here in a moment because we've got the gist of what we need for Pi 1, and we're gonna try to make 50 packs before we run out of these resources, which might not happen. Okay, so I would like to make a smelter, though. We need the titanium, ceramic, and some circuit boards. What I could do is restrict my circuit board production so that things start backing up. I think I might do that, because at least for now, I don't want to put too many resources into circuits. It'll still take forever for things to back up anyway, but like, what are we not getting right now, for example? What's going on? Not getting sap? What? What did I do? Oh, because I changed it into being a splitter. Oh my gosh, rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. Just broke circuits for no reason. All right, that's fine. That should work. Okay, ceramic. Let me grab some of that. And we don't need treated wood right now. And then the titanium should be good to go. Let me grab some more coke to throw into the titanium process down here. I'll just hoover up some from the belts. Oh, by the way, this is a perfect place for a splitter. In fact, we need to remove some chaos from before. This nonsense. And then this. Feels a bit better. All right, and then we'll go put all this over by the titanium. And then we'll get our first titanium plates smelting. High science pack stage 1 is just about done. So all of the research we need is done. I don't think there's any other... What is this? Another way to make cellulose. Interesting. But I don't think we have a way to make sodium hydroxide yet. We do. Saline water. Interesting. I don't remember this being in the game this early before. I wonder if they moved it up. Huh. That's probably not worth doing yet, but it might be worth looking into. All right. Get those going. Wow. All right, there we go. I think it's like 10 where it's like 40. You need 40 ore for it to start. And then it'll only make 4 plates. I'm guessing that's it. Titanium plate. Yep, 40 to 4. All right, well, that's something. I mean, we'll probably need a few hundred, which means a few thousand ore. Hopefully I have. I can always throw some wood into those for more fuel, so they keep running. But yeah, it's just not a lot of titanium ore yet. Okay, sweet. Well, we're gonna call that an episode. This was the episode where we got circuits, and we are beginning a mad dash to get a few packs of pyscience 1 so that we can get electric mining drills to work on these other patches. It's just so convenient, because otherwise you have to deal with ash coming out of every patch and fuel going into every patch. And just being able to be done with that noise is going to be really nice. What was I about to grab? I don't remember. Oh well. Well, that being said, we'll call this an episode. For those of you from future YouTube land, as always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next episode.